I wasn't terribly impressed by the picks this month, if I'm being totally honest. Hey book besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing my October book of the month. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little underwhelmed by the options this month, and this is like the first month since I've had book of the month that I've really felt that way. It was kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. I did end up picking a book that, now that I think about it, I'm like actually kind of excited about it. So let's check it out. First of all, I did get another hat. So last month I got a hat with a black one because I had been wanting it when they came out with it before and they sold out. So I picked it up immediately. But this month they added new hats and I had to have this one. It's another black one, but it says unreliable narrator, which is one of my favorite tropes in a thriller. So I had to have it and I love it so much. It is so cute. I mean, oh my God, I can't get enough. I already wore it. I put it back in the box, but I wore it the other day and it's so comfortable. I love my book of the month hats. They're so fun. So let's see the book that I got. I ended up going with Red City, and this is one of the special edition ones with the sprayed edge. It's like a city skyline, which is really cool. So like, even if I don't like this book, it's still gonna look pretty on my shelf. So, you know, a win is a win, right? But as I was reading more about this actually does sound pretty interesting. It's sort of giving like dystopian vibes. Let me read you a little blurb about it. It says, alchemy is the hidden art of transformation, an exclusive power wielded by crime syndicates that market it to the world's elites in the form of sand, a drug that enhances those who take it into a more perfect version of themselves. More beautiful, more charismatic, simply more. Among the gleaming city skyscrapers and rolling foothills of Angel City, alchemy is controlled by two rival syndicates. For years, Grand Central and Lumines have been balanced on a razor's edge between polite negotiation and outright violence. But when two childhood friends step into that delicate equation, the city and the past of their lives will be irrevocably changed. The daughter of a poor single mother, Sam would do anything to claw her way into the ranks of Grand Central in search of a better life. Plucked away from his family as a boy to become a Lumines apprentice, Ari is one of the syndicate's brightest rising stars. Once they might have loved each other, but as the two alchemists face off across opposite sides of an ever-escalating conflict, ambition will become power, loyalty will become lies, and no transformation may be perfect enough for them both to survive the coming war. This sounds really good, and it is going to be like a series. Yeah, it's definitely outside of my comfort zone, but that's kind of what I like about Book of the Month. It's sort of forcing me to like step outside of what I'm comfortable doing. So yeah, I can't fault it for that. But I will say, like, this month and last month, the thriller books haven't been like my favorite. That's like what I usually gravitate towards is the thriller books. But the last couple have been more like horror thriller, and that's really not my thing. I'm not like a big horror reader, so I don't know. I've just not been very impressed. And even the romance reads have been like, I mean, this last month I got a romance book, I think. I can't remember. But the romance one, this one just didn't sound good to me. So this one sounds interesting. I'm excited to check it out. And like I said, step outside my comfort zone a little bit. But I will say that the good thing about Book of the Month is they have like a guarantee that if you read one of their picks and you don't like it, they will give you a credit for another book. So it's kind of like, okay, whatever. I'll give it a try. Why not? I mean, if it doesn't work out for me, I just get another credit and get a different book. So yeah, that's one of the great things about Book of the Month. And like I said, like this was the first month in, I think like 10 or 11 months now that I've been underwhelmed by the picks. So I still recommend Book of the Month because it's still very exciting to pick out your book and see what all the picks are. And I mean, I've loved a lot of the books that I've read from there. I've never had to use their like warranty to get a book back because I've given every book I've read from there 4 or 5 stars. They've been really enjoyable. So that's a win. And they're still running their promo. If you sign up for your first box with Book of the Month, you get a free hat. And I mean, I love the hats. And now they have like 5 different ones to choose from. So if you've been thinking about getting Book of the Month, now is the time to treat yourself because you can also get a free hat. And I have a code where you can get your first box with Book of the Month for just $5. And yes, you will get a hardcover book and the hat. So I'll link that down in the description box so you can check it out. If you're a Book of the Month subscriber, let me know in the comments which book you ended up picking and if you were feeling the same way that I was about the picks this month. Thanks for watching, besties. I'll see you next time.